I'm trying to reel this thing back to the beginning, but it keeps taking me to the fucking comments section. Who knows why. So we're going to play it from here. This is a double dose of stupidity, but I can throw in the trifecta after the fact. Keep in mind, I keep up with certain people here in town in Portland, and it's an eye-opener based on just how fucking perverted things are, how stupid people are, just how far gone everything is. Here we go.
That's a fact. I am female, and I'm pretty sure I made a biological stop, so I'm a biological female as well.
Trans women are not biological
That's a
women.
dude,
We
too.
don't get periods. We can't have kids. There is a distinction, and that is okay. There's nothing wrong with admitting that, and it doesn't make us any less than for being trans. I don't lie to myself. I know I was born a boy, but I'm proud of the journey that I've made that's gotten me here. Be proud of who you are and stand by your truth. Why do we keep giving these delusional goblins these platforms to speak on something they know nothing of? I'm frankly sorry that the only trans people you guys see get media attention are these goblins. Self-awareness is clearly lacking in the trans community, and this is why people refuse to understand us. Trans women are valid, but we are not the same.
That's not true at all.
Women. Most of us actually have common sense and don't think this way.
Fairly not.
I'm not biological somehow. Like, I don't think I'm a cyborg. So, like, this idea that, like, oh, you're not a biological woman. Well, I am a woman. That's...
Now we're back up to speed, and Instagram's a dumpster fire. So somebody in here says, what was it? Their handle is, what was it? Biblical Gremlin. So this is what I meant by a trifecta. As it reads, honestly, this was kind of disappointing to watch. Tearing down another trans woman because you think you're superior just shows a wide margin for growth. Calling a trans woman a goblin is pretty shameful, especially considering the hate is coming from someone who is supposed to have her back. These are all dudes. All three of these are fucking guys. Masquerading, cosplaying, playing make-believe, trying to get other people to think of them as a woman. Which they're not. They never will be. They can't be. That's not what they fucking are. Back to point. Do better and maybe sit with your emotions before posting something that's going to actually do more hurt than help to trans people. And by trans people, that's social engineering jargon. We're talking about cross-dressers. We're talking about diluted people. I know that might sound mean, but these kids are so fucking far gone, it's not even funny. I mean, they're willingly, one too many kids out there who are part of this retarded fucking camp have consensually signed up to be big pharma slaves. In other words, they have doctors who are doing this now. They will prescribe you testosterone or estrogen to trip up the balance in your body, how you naturally flow, how your body, your natural rhythm, if you will. That's not healthy. That is not healthy. It also means, with all of this, your truth, this, that, and the other thing, and how we're all so beautiful and empowered and blah, blah, blah. Every single one of these fucking kids is denying their nature. They are lying to themselves and others. This is what I mean by lost, and how fucking far gone things are. You have the sacred masculine, you have the sacred feminine. These two things are under attack. This is an orchestrated social engineering agenda, and it's related to something known as this, which none of these kids are familiar with. This is just as good as 2020 and asking somebody who's bought into all that pseudo-intellectual fucking rot. Do you know what a micron is? None of them know what a fucking micron is. In terms of this social engineering agenda, none of them know what this is. Tavistock Institute. None of them know what this is. And this is where this campaign came from. This is why these kids were spoon-fed something that they bought into. They've never looked into it. They bought into a social engineering trend in place to mislead, manipulate, and subjugate us. And in this case, quite literally corrupt what naturally reflects reality. What do I usually say? If you identify as non-binary or some other fucking flowery bullshit, and you happen to eat food and take a shit, those are two different states. That means you're binary. If you wake up and you go to bed, yeah, you're binary, motherfucker. You stupid, stupid motherfucker. That's how everything works. If it wasn't a binary system, you and I would not exist. These kids wouldn't have a platform, quite literally, in terms of the internet, because that's how computers and the internet and shit works too. It's a binary network. For fuck's sake. All of this is a mean game of make-believe, and people are absolutely fucking off their rocker right now. And it's not going to get better because people aren't challenging them. They're not doing the right thing. There are no checks and balances. People are turning a blind eye, which means this is just passing as a new trend that's going to be... I mean, it's already socially acceptable. For fuck's sake. It's so far gone. It is so fucking far gone. Let's talk about the pronoun game for a minute. So you got kids who are trying to identify as an inanimate object. It's a little ironic that the dude that was initially talking, the one with a wider jawbone, mentioned, I'm not a cyborg. Because this entire agenda is in place to pave the way for a one-world religion, but the other aspect of this is merging man with machine. Now, appreciate, man has always been an all-encompassing umbrella that denotes man and woman. This used to be well understood, but it's one of the many things that has been hijacked. I'm not saying women are inferior or, belittling, gals out there. I'm not. That's not what I'm up to. That's not what I'm driving at. And if any of the guys out there heard what I just said and, took a step in the wrong direction, I urge you to think. Use the fucking brain between your ears, too. Thanks for hanging out. And what the fuck do I know?